Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the small vlog, and happy 2023. I am here at the Magic Kingdom, and I am right under the railroad, which has just recently reopened. A couple weeks ago, actually. It was an early Christmas present. It opened on December 23rd, 2022, after being closed since December 2nd, 2018. So it's been closed for over 4 years, and just a couple weeks ago, as an early Christmas present, it finally made a return. So what better way to start off the new year than riding the railroad? On top of that, we also have a bunch of other construction updates. We got a new construction update with Tron, of course. We got a closing date for Splash Mountain, some new updates on that as well. So it's going to be a great video, but without further ado, let's go upstairs and ride the Walt Disney World Railroad around the Magic Kingdom. First one in line for the train. Let's go. Let's freaking go. We are back inside the Walt Disney World train station. We are back. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, it has been 4 long years since I've last rode this train. Sitting down, back on the train, and we are about to leave Main Street Station.
Well, just ahead is Splash Mountain, where you'll find Brer Rabbit in his last place. Be sure to say hi. Those critters love when folks drop in.
Now entering Splash Mountain.
We've reached Frontierland Station, everyone. Sit tight. Hold those horses until we come to a complete stop. Listen, these carriage strollers all the way off the platform before unfolding.
Finally time I trained my shadow to stay put. Hey! Get back here, Shadow! Shadow!
Oh, Tinkerbell, we really must find some stronger friends.
As you know, I love this railroad about as much as a songbird loves the morning. But I'm still awed by the rockets in Spaceport 75. The technology that...
Unidentified users detected in upload conduit area. Scanning. Calculating. Locomotive maintaining trajectory. Intervention not required.
That's the secret that makes intergalactic travel possible. So simple once you hear it, right? Yes, sir, in this place of boundless optimism, the possibilities are endless. You might say the sky's the limit, but even that is no obstacle in Tomorrowland.
everybody, I just got done with a full loop around the Magic Kingdom on the Walt Disney World Railroad. I'm here on top of the train station. The train's back there in the station, Main Street, right there. That was a fantastic experience. There were a lot of new things. Well, by new, I mainly mean the narration. There's a lot of stuff I didn't really remember, so it's either new or it's really just been that long. Obviously, it was really cool going through the Tron tunnel as well. There was just so many cool things. The narration was great. One thing I think is really cool between this narration and the People Mover narration that they added back in the summer, I think Imagineering has really gotten a lot of more freedom, just kind of add like some more like Easter eggs and everything. So it's really, really nice when they do that. They just add like some subtle little touches. There's a portion going from Frontierland to Fantasyland where Peter Pan is on top of the roof and he's having like a fight with his shadow. The other really cool thing is that when you went through the Tron tunnel going from Fantasyland back over to Main Street, it was really cool. They had like these panoramic kind of like windows on the left side of the train that you could actually see the vehicles being launched onto the track. They weren't testing any of the vehicles today. Last time I was filming they were, but today they were not, or maybe they were and I just didn't see them that time. But I didn't see any, but it was really cool. You could actually kind of like see the track and everything. Overall, it's just so awesome that the railroad is back, because it's just, for the past 4 years, there's just been something lacking from the Magic Kingdom. And I think this is it. You know, it's just, not only is the railroad such an integral part of the Magic Kingdom or even to the parks, it just really kind of to the Disney company as a whole. It was Walt's childhood, his hobbies, his inspiration for Disneyland. It was all of that amazing stuff. So it's just really fantastic to have it back. And, you know, even just the little things, just hearing the sound of the whistle, you know, the steam, having the, just seeing the locomotive, you know, all that, and just riding the train, it just really sets the mood for a day here at the Magic Kingdom. And I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that we got the railroad back. Now we're going to head on over to Frontierland and see what's going on with Splash Mountain. Heading over to Frontierland, the park crowds are still here, semi-early in the morning. Yeah, it is marathon weekend, so that does make sense. But yeah, last weekend it was pretty crowded because it was New Year's. This weekend is the marathon. Next weekend is MLK weekend, so it is a holiday weekend. So next week it'll probably be kind of crowded. I'm sure the crowds will probably start to ease up middle of the week, towards the end of the month. That's the update on crowds here in Walt Disney World. Shifting gears over here in Frontierland, I'm over here right by Splash Mountain, and we have some sad news. After teasing Tiana's Bayou Adventure since I believe June 2020, we now have a set closing date for this attraction that was announced about a month ago. Splash Mountain here at Walt Disney World will permanently close forever on January 23rd, 2023, which means that its final day of operation and your last chance to ride is January 22nd, 2023. And at the time of recording this, that's just over 2 weeks away. So we don't have much longer until Splash Mountain leaves us. I am incredibly sad that it's going to be leaving us. Definitely going to try and get on it one last time. I don't actually really ride this ride that often though, normally because I just don't really, you know, I'm not really a huge fan of water rides. I don't really like getting wet. I normally, you know, prioritize other rides here at the Magic Kingdom. So I haven't ridden it in a hot minute, but it's just really sad that they're doing away with this attraction, something that I would just call a complete staple of the Magic Kingdom, a classic attraction, but it is permanently going away. We do not have a set closing date for Disneyland's just yet, but I'm sure that that will be announced sometime fairly soon. On top of the closing day being announced, we also got a new piece of concept art as well, which does make me very hopeful that we could be seeing a fair amount of audio animatronics present throughout the ride, and it doesn't heavily rely on screens and things of that nature. I've been kind of critical in the past about this update, as you guys can probably tell, not just because it's replacing a classic fan favorite attraction, but also because I was a little concerned about the number of audio animatronics that would be added or potentially removed. Thankfully, this concept art does seem to suggest that there should be more animatronics than I thought, which is a great thing to see. But that's the latest here with Splash Mountain, which again will be closing forever on January 23rd, 2023. Hopping over to the opposite end of the park, we're here in Tomorrowland. You know, we had to talk about it. The Tron coaster construction progress, as per usual. Head up onto the People Mover and take a look at what's going on with Tron Light Cycle Run. Since the last time I was here, it looks like construction is nearly complete on this outside portion of the coaster. The walkway looks virtually done, and it looks clean as well. Really, the only pathway they're still working on is the one that will connect Storybook Circus, as well as the one right next to the Tomorrowland Arcade. It also looks like a lot of the thematic elements are being put in near most of the completed landscaping as well, which is great to see. There's also some new signage in place where you'll enter the attraction, where you can also see the attraction sponsor, Enterprise, which also sponsors the People Mover. It is finally 2023, so Disney says it should be opening in the spring of this year, but we still have yet to receive an official opening date. We only have the opening season. I know in my last video I said I was betting on a March opening date before the end of the 50th anniversary, but the new rumor circulating around is that it'll open in the first week of April, with previews beginning in late February, spanning the entire month of March. Now, personally, I think they could probably begin previews a little bit earlier than March based on the rate of progress here, but again, maybe I'm still being too ambitious. I've learned my lesson in the past. Although I guess early April does make sense because that's right after spring break, and Tron opening after all the spring break crowds will act as a way to get people back into the park. I think it's also interesting to note that over Christmas break on Good Morning America on their Christmas Day special, we got an inside look inside the attraction itself with people actually riding it. And the queue on the inside looks virtually complete. Obviously, every time I'm doing a construction video, I'm judging the rate of progress on the outside of the attraction, but both interior and exterior looks pretty much done. We're almost there, and I'm super excited to ride Tron Light Cycle Run in the spring of this year. Well, everybody, that's going to do it for this video, my first construction update and official vlog of 2023. I hope that you enjoyed the Tron construction progress, Splash Mountain updates, and the railroad as well. Again, I'm super excited that it's back. It's awesome. It just adds a whole nother vibe to the Magic Kingdom. Again, hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, let me know in the comments below. If you are excited for Tron, when do you think it'll open? If you think the rumors are right, if you think it'll open earlier than that, maybe it'll even open later. I mean, who knows? But again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and with all that out of the way, have a magical day, everybody. Bye.